Are you dating or in a new relationship with your partner and you suddenly find it's pulling away from you? The relationship is not making any progress. Do you want to know why? I hear you say yes. A client of mine has been in a relationship for a year. To her, the relationship has been going really well. They've talked about the future. They've talked about how many kids they're going to have. And suddenly, it starts pulling away. I'm sure you know that's confusing. She came to me and asked why. So I'm sharing why with you today. Do you know that attention is not intention? Let me say that again. Attention is not intention. A guy can be giving you all the attention in the world, doing things for you, and he still doesn't have the intention to take the relationship further. So attention is feeling happy being with you, is feeling excited. He loves the feeling of being with you, and he doesn't want to take it further. Intention is he loves being with you, and he lets you know in words and deeds that he sees the relationship going further. But you see, the mistake I find most of us women do, we fall easily in love. And when we find this guy giving all the attention in the world to us, we begin to assume and confuse his attention for intention without him actually saying anything to us. So I'm here to say, a guy's attention is not intention. For him to go into intention, he has to say it by what he does and what he says. It needs to be clear. Don't assume. That was the problem with my client. She assumed that because they've been doing everything together, being there with each other 24/7, that was intention, which was not. When talking about this attention and intention, there are two thoughts here. One, belief. If I go back to my mom, growing up, she says, if a guy does not express his intention, don't give him any attention. And some people believe that. But that's flawed, because how can he give you intention without you going out on a date? You've got to go out on a date to begin to know, for him to begin to express his intention. So that's flawed. And the other school of thought says, you find women giving, I will give and give and give and be there with him 24/7 and do everything for him. So he will find me indispensable, and as a result, he will commit to me. Sorry, it doesn't happen that way. Both of them have problems in it. My client went through the same thing because she gave and gave and gave. And the guy she was going out with had a good job. Because as you know, I hope you know, that for guys, there are three things that make them want to commit in a relationship. One, that they know who they are. That the guy knows who he is. And two, that he has a career. And three, that he knows where he's going. When he has those three things, he begins to think of commitment. This guy had it all, but he still pulled away. So because my client thought his attention was expressing his intention to take things further. So I've told you about the two schools of thought. thinking, saying, okay, I won't give any attention until he gives me intention. And the other one says, I will give and give and give until he finds me indispensable and then commits to me, which we both know are wrong. So, how do we rectify this? Listen up now, please. It's very important. 1, girls, please, don't give what you're not prepared to lose. In your relationship, don't lose yourself. If you're with a guy, make sure that his intentions are good. I remember my dad telling one of my sister's boyfriends, boyfriend that came to see her. My dad asked him and said, what are your intentions towards my daughter? He kept quiet. And leaving, my dad said to him, may the Lord bless your intentions. Do you know what? He did not find that funny. When he saw my sister the next day, he was upset. He was saying, how come your dad is talking about intentions? The Lord blessing my intention. God blessing my intentions. He was not happy about it. But that made my sister realize that his intention was not good. So, I'm telling you now, don't give what you are not prepared to lose. If you know you're not prepared to lose yourself in the process of your relationship, then know your boundary. Set your boundary. Be true to yourself. So that if it means that the guy is not going to take it further, to walk away. Because would you rather have it that you're in a relationship and it talks about the future? Or do you want to be in a relationship and after many, many years, like we'll see, you become just a memory? Do you want to be a memory or an actual future? So if you settle for the fact that, I will be in this relationship, even if it's a memory, I'll just enjoy it. If you're okay with it, then I don't have any problem with it. But if you're in a relationship and you feel, I actually want to be in this guy's future, then that's your decision. And if he's not going to be, if he doesn't want to be in your future, you know what to do. So you need to make that distinction. Do you want to be a memory or an actual future? That will give you your answer. And also, have that conversation. When you've got into it, I'm not saying have the conversation because you're just dating, you just say, are you serious? No. When you've dated a while, don't give yourself away. Date a while, go out, get to know each other. And after a while, you can now ask the question, have the conversation to know where the relationship is going. And when you do, you make your judgment, you make your decision. Because when you have that conversation, the guy knows you're serious. He knows you have boundaries. He knows that you know yourself. And you come across confident and bold because you know what you want. So please, have that conversation. Don't assume. Because assumption makes an ass, sorry to use the language, of you. When you have that conversation, you know where you're going. You know if you are in the right relationship. Do that today. Because you are worth it. And you matter. And I tell you, any guy you are with that knows that you know who you are, you know what you want, and you confidently express it, will be happy to have you and it will do him good. So, for videos like this, like this page. And also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You're worth it. And you matter. So I'll see you in my next video. Take care of you. Bye.